Hello, hello, and welcome back. It is MrShine for another edition of my Hearthstone arena runs. I just came off of a 12-win priest, feeling pretty good. I was hoping I was going to have one hero of every class, but when you look at what my picks are here, they're ones that I've already had runs for. I just did priest, and my first two have been druid and warrior respectively. So, too bad. I was hoping to show a different one, but I think druid is pretty good. I'm going to go back now that I actually have my fancy intro and improved microphone. I should mention I should have a blue snowball coming up soon too, so that'll be good. And this is probably one of the worst series of picks you can see. Bloodsail Corsair, Battlecry doesn't happen enough, and I just don't care for 1 damage minions. They usually get traded for free. Ancient Watcher, especially for an early pick, I just can't play it because I don't know if I'm going to get any silence. Mana Wraith is just going to have to do. It's a 2 that sometimes can trade for another 2. Power of the Wild is fantastic because it's so flexible, and it's a 3-2. Booty Bay is really weak because it has 4 HP as a 5-drop. It can trade down. A lot of things can kill it very easily. Savage Roar could be good if I get a lot of minions. It's a little bit of an extra bonus at the end to try to finish someone off. But I cannot pass Power of the Wild up. Between all of these guys, Wild Growth is really risky in Arena because you don't really know what sort of deck you're going to have. Be thrown away card. Brewmaster's good, but Dark Irony got to go with that. That Battlecry is just so good. It's a 4, so it is worth that. It's worth the 1 less damage that the Brewmaster has instead. Ooh, this is a tough one. All these are pretty good. Starfire is good, but it is a little slow. It's a lot of mana for the card draw. I love Tiger. I think I have to go Scarlet though. Because Scarlet, I don't have any 3-drops in Scarlet. It's just such a fantastic 3. It can usually trade or make someone do a little more work, but I don't like passing up that poor Tiger. Alright, here we go. It replaced my crappy rare with a very good rare. Keeper of the Grove. Totally worth picking here. Swordsmith, I already talked to you about why I don't like 1-attack minions, even though I kind of like a 2-attack minion if you have another thing on the board that can keep on giving, but no. Crazy Alchemist can be useful, but wow. That 2 damage or silence, very handy, and that 4 HP, also very handy. Alright. These guys, I don't have any spells right now, or I would strongly pick Archmage, although I am a Druid. And Druid has Swipe. And Swipe with spell damage is amazing. Priestess is just the stats, very expensive for that 4 health, not worth it. Acolyte of Pain is very tempting here. I do like Acolyte of Pain. I think, though, I'm probably going to get some better 6s later, and Acolyte's good for card draw. I know I said before I don't like 1-attack minions. Well, okay, you got me. Acolyte of Pain's still okay. It's a little slow, but it's okay. Ooh, there's my Swipe. Swipe is pretty much what you will pick over pretty much anything else. I mean, Mogushin's bad anyways. Hey, there we go, 1-attack minion. Mad Bomber's good. Last run I had 3 of them, and they did some crazy things, but no. Swipe, 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 swipe. I love my Fairy Dragon. Just another 3-2. I'm getting some good early game right here. War Golem is but Druid usually has some better late game minions that I'll keep an eye out as I get further in the cards here. Gnomish Adventure is totally fine as a card draw. A little slow with its 2 damage for 4, but it trades for herself, but no, I'm going with Fairy Dragon. None of these are very exciting picks here. I don't usually like... Alright, I already have a 2-2 for 2, and I already have, well, a decent amount of 2s at this point in the game. Oasis is probably the pick here. Soul of the Forest can be good if you have other cards out, but it's hard to say. Who knows if I'm going to have those, and sometimes it's a dead card in hand. Whereas Oasis, another mention, I don't have any big hitters at this point in the game, but I think Oasis is just going to be what it will do. It'll do some cleanup in the early game, get rid of some 3-2s and stuff like that. Well, again, I have no secrets, so this will most likely be a 1-2 for 1. Gold Light Seer is a very expensive 2-3 that will probably not do anything for me, and hopefully will not hurt, and potentially could hurt me if the other player has Murlocs. Has to be this. Has to be a 2. Another 2. Alright, and now the question is, do I Brewmaster, or do I actually get something that can withstand something? Wisp is a joke. Even though it's at 0 mana, 1-1 is usually just throwing a card. Just throwing it away. It's not worth anything. I have My Sun Fury has a good battle cry. My Scarlet has the Divine Shield. Dark Iron battle cry. Keeper battle cry. There's some decent ones actually. It's pretty risky for me to. Well, I have 20 more picks. I am going to go Brewmaster here, and it really shores up my 2s. I'm tempting to go Smith here, and maybe Smith is better. I'm getting my early game right now. All right. Naturalize. Some people like Naturalize, but I hate it. I think it's garbage. It sometimes can, even if you blow up a big creature, you're never really happy giving them 2 cards in the arena. Maybe if you add like a tempo deck and construct it. Harvest Golem's the pick here, even though Claw is excellent. Harvest Golem is more excellent, and I need more 3s. Alright, what do I have here? Card draw, card draw, card draw. I already have Acolyte. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have a decent amount of 2s. I do like Loot Hoarder. It never really hurts to play Loot Hoarder. Cultmaster can be good sometimes, but I think I like Loot Hoarder is more guaranteed. Play a little bit here. Alright, I will probably take an Iron Bark here. I want to get some late game, and this is a good time to do it. None of these are too overwhelming, even though Ogre Magi with 1 swipe, well, I only have 1 swipe, maybe. I'll consider it later. Iron Bark it is. This will be tough. I do like Claw, as I said before. Frost Elemental is kind of an expensive late game. That freeze is sometimes useful, but not usually that useful. I'm going to get another Scarlet Crusader. Scarlet Crusader is good. Hard to pass up a Claw. Only have that 1 swipe. Scarlet Crusader. Very good. Alright, well here, my Archmage is here now, and I will pick it. It was waiting for me, it was waiting patiently after I picked my swipe. Foreign Warrior, too expensive. Rarely this Enrage actually happens. Wind Fury Harpy, too expensive. Usually it's just removal fodder, which isn't bad, but I think Archmage it is. Moonfire! Now that I have an Archmage. Just kidding. I think another Harvest Golem. Harvest Golem's high quality. I have some really high quality 3s here. I already have plenty of 2s, I think. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's already pretty good. Another swipe. And this is a very easy one. These are bad. I have no weapons, so that does not help me, and that does not help me either. 2 swipes. And now I will Spiteful Smith. I have no 5s at this point, even though I have that Ogre Magi with spell damage. I only have the 2 swipes at this point, and I think the Spiteful for that 1 extra cost worth the 2 extra HP survive, especially when I don't have 5s. Talked about Wild Growth before, why I didn't want to pick it. That's kind of sad, just because my 2s, I don't have any late game stuff here. But I think it's another Sun Fury Protector. Young Priestess sometimes can be good, but in the arena with a lot of mages, there's too many things that can be free. I say that, and of course Abusive Sergeant, at least the battle cry can do something. Tempting actually to Soul the Forest here, just because I have so many little dinky dudes in this game. Innervate, I don't have that many things to innervate into at this point. I think it's Abusive Sergeant. Senjin is the choice here. I don't care for Novice, the 1/1. It's expensive for that card draw. It's basically like playing a Paladin hero ability. Raid Leader, too expensive. Usually only have like 1 more minion on the board. Senjin is a decent taunt. I think now I'm going to Claw. I just don't have any other removal. I'm hoping for some Wraiths, but I already have a decent amount of freeze. I'm really hoping to get some late game and removal. That'll be fine. I think Silverhand Knight is the choice. Corehound dies too easily for its 5 HP and its 7 cost. I already have 1 Snapjaw, and my 4s are pretty good. So Silverhand Knight is a very solid 5 mana minion. Druid Claw is excellent. That is what I'm picking. It is a 4/6 taunt for 5 and sometimes burst damage. Bluegill is, I already have plenty of 2s. This is tough. I'm almost tempted to get 1 Savage Roar, but these are both really good cards. Let's see. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 2s. Probably plenty. As much as I can use Power of the Wild to use it as a spell. Versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think Shattered Sun. It's going to be a very early aggressive type deck. Shattered Sun, I'm probably going to have things on the board, and this could buff something and help out a decent amount. But I think only thought is, would it be worth 1 Savage Roar in this deck? And maybe if I had a worse 3-drop, I would, but I think Shattered Sun's pretty good. Frostwolf is probably the choice here. My Silver Moon is kind of an expensive. Basically, I already have 2 Scarlet Crusaders, and they usually do about the same thing. Talked about Innervate before, and I will probably have a lot of minions on this board, so I think Frostwolf could be beefy. I think I will Spell Break here. It really wants me to pick Innervate. It keeps coming up. Talked about how Wind Fury is too expensive, even though I don't have much late game in this deck, which is surprising for a Druid. But I think Spellbreaker is at least a little more flexible. I just don't think Wind Fury is basic. I mean, it's very similar. It costs 2 more. Let's go late game. Swipe. There we go. Another swipe. 3 swipes. And a lot more early game. Oh boy, do I questing here. I'm questing for the potential of making it a big minion. That's bizarre, isn't it? A Knife Juggler is usually the pick here. And would I be crazy to not do that? The reason I would not do that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I already have 7 2-drops, so I'm very likely to have a 2 in the beginning of the game. And have very little late game, so I almost feel like I bring questing out. I don't have many late game fodder things. I really just have that 1 Iron Bark and some mid game. I would almost want to keep questing in my hand, and if it's late game and I have a few different things, I can plunk a few out and make it a 4/4 or something like that. That is, of course, an immediate threat. I'm crazy. I'm questing and treating it like a late game card. Let's see if that comes back and haunts us, everyone. So, alright. Well, can't really say no to 3 swipes, right? I mean, swipe is swipe. Swipe is good. I have Claw. I have a lot of early game. I hope I'm going to actually be kind of an aggressive Druid, which makes me now wonder, should I have gotten that Savage Roar? Maybe I should have gotten the Savage Roar over the Shattered Sun, but Shattered Sun can really help set up tempo early. And I have some decent stuff. Very minion heavy, as I tend to do with my decks, but I'm liking it. I think I'm liking it. I think we'll do okay. If we can establish that board early, hopefully we can just kind of wrap it up before it gets too far. And if it gets too far and I happen to have an Iron Bark, well, all the better. So, okay, well, I will leave you guys here. Next time we will journey forth with Druid V2. I've been MrShine, and I'll see you next time.